Hi everyone, I hope you guys are all doing really good. I know it's been a while since I've done another video. Um, to be quite honest, I kind of have been struggling with wanting to know or trying to think if I want to do any more videos. Um, the reason for that is because, first of all, um, I don't want anybody to think that I'm asking for pity because that is the farthest thing from the truth. Um, So that's kind of how I feel about my videos is that I don't want people to feel like they need to pity me. So that's one reason why I kind of feel like I don't want to do my videos lately. Um, the second reason is I'm not sure um, how to go with this. Like I have a lot of feelings that a lot of people try to say like, don't be negative or, you know, um, I guess what I'm trying to say is I care so much about what other people's feelings are through what's happened to me in my journey that I feel like it is stunting me. Um, I'm trying to come up with words and phrases that are better to use than what I've been using. So I'm going to just kind of basically say that, yes, I've been doing way better. Can't you tell? I'm kind of looking a little bit better. I still wish for my hair to grow though. But deep down, with everything still being really good inside, I still struggle. I still struggle with a lot of things. Um, Before I actually go into the struggling part, I actually want to talk about that I just got to go to Victoria, BC. Um, that's where I think heaven on the planet is, is Victoria. Um, I don't know if you guys have been there or if you guys haven't. I recommend everybody's got to go to Victoria at least once in their life. Um, because the nature, the animals, just everything is just so beautiful. Anyways, as saying that, like I said, I have been way better, and um, I got to spend 2 weeks on the beach. I got to just relax and think about where I'm going to go, where I've been, um, and just the rest of my journey, which again, I'm not sure what that is. And I'm just hoping that soon I'm going to kind of figure it out. Um, Again, so I'm going to go back to what I was kind of saying before. Um, what I've been struggling with lately is when this happens to people, in my opinion. Now, again, have no I just have experience going through it. So what I'm saying doesn't mean every other person like me has gone through it, or I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying this is my journey. This is how I feel, and this is how I'm looking at it. And so I'm going to kind of go to a bit of a depressing feeling. The reason for that is because I need to express how I feel. Um, Obviously, this is why I do these videos. Um, how I've been feeling lately is I feel like the Nevada that used to be died. And it really bugs people when I say that. And I'm not trying to hurt people. So I'm going to look at it at a new way. I actually had some amazing advice, and I don't want to mention any names because I don't want to hurt people or give credit to people or anything. But instead of saying the death of myself, this person said that I should say that it's like the phoenix. So I'm going to look at it now like the phoenix and rising from the ashes, definitely. Technically, I didn't die. I just felt like I did. Again, there's a couple of, I don't think I've actually really ever told you guys, but when they were putting me under, um, something happened to me because they didn't get me enough ketamine. Um, my body, because I was underweight and they gave me enough for my weight, but I have a high drug tolerance, so nobody knew that. So when they were actually putting me asleep with the ketamine, um, I started to actually, it wasn't enough, I guess is the best way. So I could actually feel myself suffocating. like literally suffocating, like I was dying. So there's a couple times, and I know through my other videos, I've said I felt like I was dying, or when I woke up, I was dying. So that's part of the reason why I feel like that. The other reasons why I feel like that is because, well, look at my hair. My hair's gone, and it's not a complaint. It's not. It's a rebirth. So there's just lots of things. Like recently, my oxygen when I was up in BC was amazing, absolutely amazing. It was up to 98, which is just fantastic. Um, but also, like, there was a lot of smoke fires in Alberta, and that was traveling through to BC. So on my way home, um, we had to drive. I think it was the Coca-Cola, and the smoke was really, really bad. So checked my oxygen because I could feel it really tight in my chest, and my oxygen went to 84. So 84. I haven't been on 84 since as soon as I got home from the hospital, and I had my oxygen. Again, if I do deep breathing, really good, and if I use my puffers, I can get it back up to like quite of a decent level, so that's not a problem. But what I'm trying to say though is my new normal is different. I've noticed since I've been back, I've been feeling crappy. Now, I don't know if that's because of the altitude or what that is. The other problem that's happened to me since I have come home is I've started to swell really, really bad, in my opinion. So, again, that could be a lot of unserious issues or it could be a lot of serious issues. So, I got to go to my ICU recovering doctor today. So, he is a godsend. He is amazing. And every time I see him, he ends up making me feel so much more better and so much more comfortable about the process that's happening to me or people like me. Um, so, with saying that, so yeah, I've been really freaked out by the swelling. I don't like it. I've gained a lot of weight, which, if you had seen me recently before I went into my coma, I had lost an extreme amount of weight. And I know that that's not healthy and stuff, but in my opinion now, so I've gained 25 pounds and I'm having a really hard time struggling with my weight. I don't fit in any of my clothes anymore. And yeah, it's frustrating because, with being short hair and now having my weight be so different than what it's been for like 9 years, um, it's hard. And not only that, but like no, like recently I've been noticing that my hearing sucks. Like it sucks really bad. So again, I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm not thankful for being alive. I'm not saying any of that. I just want people to realize that um, if you don't take care of yourself and if you don't look at the warning signs that your body's giving you, then you can be in big trouble. Obviously, I didn't listen to any of the warning signs that my body was doing. I was just like, let's keep pushing, let's just keep going. And so, yeah. So, with saying that, this video is I'm trying to be a little bit more honest and not be so polite to everybody because I just want people to understand, or even myself to understand, that this is my new normal. I had joint pain really bad before all this happened to me. Um, they have been saying arthritis or fibromyalgia. Now, my opinion, I don't really want to talk about my opinion about what I think about fibromyalgia, but I've heard lots of things that basically it's a disease that doesn't exist unless, of course, you have it, and then you really understand what it feels like. Since I've woken up, my joints have been 50% worse than what they ever were on a bad day. So um, I have been going to this website called ICU Steps, and so it's for a lot of people who've gone through very similar things like the ICU situation. And I've noticed that I'm going to say what I've read, about 98% of these people also have extreme joint pains. Things like drop foot. Thank God I don't have that. I did have that a long time ago, and it sucks. But yeah, just just everything. So my advice to everybody is just please take care of yourself. Let the stress go. Because I can promise you, when you're laying in that bed and you don't know if you're going to wake up again, because that's how I felt. I didn't know if I was going to wake up again or, excuse me, what was going to happen to me. But I can promise you, whatever problems that you have, find a way of working them out, find a way of letting it go, um, find a way to, instead of putting the negativity in your life, to bring, every time you feel something negative, try to bring something happy in there. I know it's easier said than done. I myself struggle with that all the time. I make these videos so I can pretty much try to help myself and help out other people. Um, before I go, I also want to, because I put my channel out there to a couple of different programs. I don't know if they watch it or not, but I do want to make something very clear. I have heard a lot of things that, a lot of people say don't talk PTSD out and stuff, and that there's newer methods, and that there's this and that there's that. Well, I'm really sure that there is. And with my brain lately, and with the anxiety, and with everything that I go through, everything that I have tried to find or utilize, I have. Um, but a lot of people say talking out PTSD just doesn't work for them, and I get that. Like, I'm not saying the way that I do it is any better, because it's not. I'm just saying it's working for me, and it's slowly working for me. Again, I know it looks um, okay when somebody's talking to you, and like I am right now, but I don't. I struggle with it. I don't like looking at myself. I don't. I feel like a crybaby talking about my stuff, and I don't. But this is how I'm healing, and this is how I'm trying to work through it. So again, I have so much more out there to say. My brain is getting better for thinking on my own and not needing to have notes in front of me as much anymore, being able to talk to you guys. I just kind of trying to push it out there. And that's why if I ramble and stuff or repeat things, really, guys, don't mind. Again, it's just really hard, and I'm exercising my brain. So I'm trying to um, use it and get it to be strong again, and hopefully back to what it was. Um, And again, I'm not saying it is ever going to be that way again either, because a lot of things that I've read, and I know people are like, be careful about what you read, but guys, a lot of people don't come back from this very well. And so I'm very proud of where I'm at. My doctor says that I'm doing better than textbook, and that's amazing. But there are people out there who are not doing better than textbook, and there are people out there who are suffering so much more than I am. And that's the other reason why I get up to do these videos, is that one day, hopefully, whoever is suffering, and I mean really suffering, gets something, gets some kind of comfort out of this, that I'm having a hard time too. And I'd be lying to you guys if I'd be like, yeah, everything's okay. And, I'm loving my new normal. But, I'm not. I'm just coping. And, you know, I guess that's where that is. I'm going to leave this video, um, let it go. Again, I do really want to get the pictures into you guys, but like I've said before, it's really hard for me to try to find a way to print off my pictures um, and to be able to show you. I also don't do any of my filming when my family is home, because, yeah, it's awkward. It's awkward for me, and I think it would probably be awkward for them too. Plus, I don't want them in the background making sounds and stuff, because I think that would irritate me really bad. Um, so yeah, so again, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And again, I don't know how long I'm going to do this for. Every time I kind of think every time I make a video, I think this is going to be, there's going to be a lot more. And then I start to think about crap, and then I'm like, shit, I don't want to be pitied, and that's not what I'm trying to do. And I just need you guys to know that that's not what I'm doing. And yeah. So I'm just gonna leave that as that. I love you guys with everything that I have, and I hope each other love each other. Just keep loving. No matter how shitty life gets, just keep loving because that's all we can do. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.